Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. No surprise here. Netanyahu expresses willingness to send military things to Ukraine. Netanyahu, the newly elected Prime Minister of Israel. I have no surprises. I only knew that it will take a while because you don't want to be too obvious, and they know not to be that obvious. Obviously, they waited a year. So, but it's okay. I like when I see united, when I see people united, nations united. I love that. The problem is that some nations are united and other nations are told to be not united because somehow there is, right wing or something like that. You know what I mean? Or you're a patriot and that's a bad thing, or you're a nationalist, God forbid. But other countries or other people, that's okay, which I'm okay with that. I'm 100 okay with that. The problem is when I tell you that you should not love your children, but then I love my children, and hey, I love my children. But you should not. You're not allowed, for whatever reason. Probably because of your, I don't know, ancestors' sins or something. You know what I mean? Collective things from 7 to 7 generation. Anyway, let's move to this little article here and see what's going on, see the details. I mean, it's okay. I mean, you got Netanyahu, you got Zelensky, you got Shmihal, you got Reznikov, you got Yermak, you got even Sean Penn showing up over there. You got, what's her name, Newland, you got Blinken. Oh, I mean, the list can go. You got now Vindman, the colonel that brings the, how do you call them, the contractors, 200 contractors in Ukraine. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I'm all for it. For it meaning, unity. Now, this article comes from February 3rd, 2023. During his meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron on Thursday, February 2nd, Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, announced that he is ready to send, and I'm quoting, military things to Ukraine. Well, military things means weapons or something related to military. I don't think you're going to send condoms or, dolls or anything like this. I mean, baby dolls, maybe military baby dolls. But anyway, so that means weapons and military whatever aid you send, okay? And I'm quoting, on Ukraine, Netanyahu expressed a willingness to send military things to Kiev, according to an official with knowledge on the conversation. At the same time, he underscored that he could not go too far without provoking Russia. End quote. Hey, buddy, they are idiots. We are not. What I'm trying to say, look at the pattern of arms deliveries to Ukraine. Remember, they started with condoms, they started with helmets, they went up to, juveniles, and then pickup trucks, and then they came with howitzers, they went to HIMARS, short-range missiles, right? And then they went to armed motorized vehicle, then they went to tanks, and then went to maybe fighter jets, they're okay, and then they went to what? Long-range missiles to up to 150 kilometers, double the length, and now gonna have American contractors to help in the front line or near front line with repairing stuff, you know what I mean? They're unarmed. So do you see this? The mountain slope model that I've been talking about for so long. So he's doing it again. No, we're not gonna send anything. No, we're gonna just send humanitarian. Puck! Foot in the door. Oh, we're gonna send things. Puck! Oh no, we're not gonna send too much. We don't wanna escalate. You're already at step 3, if you ask me. But you don't, I tell you anyway. So it's gonna go like this. Watch it. And I'll be around if they take care of me, then I'm not gonna be around. But as I said, not that important yet. So anyway, let's go and see what's going on here. The Prime Minister's office declined to comment on the conversation. In the briefing with journalists, Netanyahu would say only that, and I'm quoting, I explained our policies. He knows the issue well, end quote. Netanyahu did not speak about Foreign Minister Eli Cohen's upcoming trip to Kiev. Is Cohen going to go to Moscow as well? If he doesn't, that means you are part of the conflict and you are on someone's side. Kiev is in Ukraine, so obviously you're on that side. But hey, Putin is Russian after all. Lavrov is Russian, Peskov is Russian, Zakharova is Russian. You know what I mean? People, I think you know what I mean. He told Macron that it is, I'm quoting, it is too early to think about mediation, end quote. He explained that he could not push his role as a mediator between Russia and Ukraine until Russia, Ukraine, and the US asked him to do so. Well, I wouldn't invite my cousin to mediate between me and my neighbor, would you? I mean, my cousin might be, very, very honest and, objective and just, but still, I don't think my neighbor will be okay with that, because after all, he's still my cousin, right? I can tell you I would not allow his cousin to come and mediate between me and him. You know what I mean? And I think you know exactly what I mean. You have bad enough the situation that Blinken of the United States, Secretary of State, goes over there. I mean, just look at Blinken's bio if you want to be more specific. Previously, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that he has been considering providing military aid to Ukraine, including Israel's Iron Dome air defense system. See? So they want something more than this. Considering providing the same. He didn't say he will, he's considering. So again, I told you the mountain slope model. They always, I have to tell you this, they always start like, hey, how about those whatever weapons? Weapon A. Oh, no, that's out of a question, man. It would escalate. And after a few days, months, weeks, well, how about weapons A, man? Well, I don't know, man. Maybe, but probably should be discussed. Too early to tell. They already got a little bit further with the conversation from no. Oh, maybe some discuss. It takes a few days. It depends how fast they want to move. But it's always like that. A few days, a few weeks, months. It depends how long the whole thing is. The next one is going to be, hey, how about weapons A? They could be used over there. Yeah, I think so, but we need the approval. It's okay. I mean, look what happens over there. They really need it. Let's talk about it. Boom, hire, and so on until they get to, you know what, they need it, and to save lives, we're going to send some automatic weapons, all right, to save lives. Oh, man, and we are like, okay. Believe me, a big strata of our fellow citizens that walk around, drive cars around us, they really think and believe like that. They believe that. They don't see it differently. They say, yeah. And they're incapable of remembering the same trick played on them 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And then the next question raises, how can these people operate, function? How can they drive a car? How can they make a decision where in front of a stop sign and make decisions right there? Should they stop? Did they come first? Should they allow that guy to? Should they follow the law? Should they not? Am I more important than that? How are these guys operating? Some of them are in better positions. They are leaders of people like Alexander the Great. Leader of the people. Some of them are. Look at Biden. Anyway, let's continue this little article here. Background. Israel has provided humanitarian aid to Ukraine since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 22. To whom? Did they humanitarian only to Ukraine? The Russians are dying too. Yeah, those are the bad guys attacking the Ukrainians. But there were some people who were killed in the in Donbass. How about those guys? And they were not killed by Russians since 2014 until 2022. Did anybody provide any humanitarian aid to those ones? And if not, why not? I would like to know. We know why, right? But the Israeli government has received criticism for refusing to send weapons to Ukraine. It would have been too obvious. Okay, got that answer? In June 2022, Ukraine's ambassador to Israel, Yevhen Kornichuk, that sounds a Ukrainian last name, which probably he came from Ukraine, called on Israel, right? But he's the ambassador anyway. called on Israel to sell the Iron Dome missile defense systems to Ukraine and claimed that the Jesus Christ, US would not object to it. Israel disagreed. I don't think Israel cared what the US would say. They're not like other weasels in other countries. They do whatever they want. Sometimes they listen to US when, when they need certain things from US, and US has its underwear too tight on them, then they start being a little bit irritated. So then the Israeli let them be for a day or two until they change their underwear. Maybe they wash them too. And when they got some a little bit more looser, let's say looser underwear, they discuss with the US again. Hey, are you okay, buddy? Hey, what's up? Okay, he's got loose underwear today, so we can tell them what to do. So, Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov believes that Ukraine needs its own air defense and missile defense system radar than Iron Dome. I think they got the radar systems, I know from friends. They, I think, announced 2 days ago. According to Axios, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky allegedly held talks on changing Ukraine's position at the UN regarding the resolution on the Palestinian territories in exchange for air defense. So I guess values and principles are, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Yeah, okay, you know how that is. Then principles are out the window. On 28-29 January, drones were used to attack an Iranian Minister of Defense, blah, blah, blah. They don't know who that was. Oh my God, they don't know. Well, it's okay. So what if anyway, that's a different conversation. So here we go. We finally got there, and I guarantee you, I'm 98% certain that Israel will start providing legally in front of all of us, because I don't know if there was anything, under the little desk here. Are you okay, honey? All right. Oh, anyway, so it's just they will provide weapons, and it's okay. They all did it, and Russia is going to say that's an escalation, and the rest. Here we go again. Okay. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.